Good morning. Hi. Good morning again. So in the spirit of keeping up my promise with you, here's another video. I told you that I was going to be recording 2 or 3 times a day, and this is my second one today. This morning, I just had breakfast, and I had breakfast with you. There's a video there. Okay, so this is Uncut English. My name is Alfredo, and I'm here once again recording a video, making a video for us. Why do I say for us and not for you? Well, because the truth is, this video is pretty much for me too. Because remember, I told you that in this series I was gonna speak English with you, out of the blue. I would just get the camera, plug in the microphone, and start speaking. And that's what I'm doing again. So this time I'm going to work. And okay, see, well, it's said. People normally say. So you see, I'm trying to construct a sentence here. It is said. In other words, I'm using the passive voice. It is said, meaning people say. So people say that women are naturally multitaskers, and we are not. I think that's true. I just stopped at the gate over there, and I had to pick up the remote control here in this door pocket that I have here. To open the remote control, and for a few seconds there my brain froze. It was like, okay, Alfredo, you need some time to do this task. Focus on this task now. The task at hand is you've got to open the gate. And then for a split second there, or for a few seconds, I could not organize my thoughts, my ideas too clearly as to what I was going to do next. In other words, because I know I'm recording this video, but I kind of stopped talking a little bit because I didn't know exactly what would be my next thought. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know right now what my next topic is going to be, because that was the objective of this video series. I would pick up the phone, start recording without much planning, without much forethought. I don't think in advance. I just, for example, when I'm packing up my things, I just decide, okay, so when I get into my car, I'm gonna plug the phone onto this support that I have on the windshield, and I'm going to make a video. I'm going to record it. So there's not much in terms of planning, but that's the idea. Okay, so then, here we are. I just stopped at the traffic lights, and in this series, I think sometimes, I'm just going to share with you what's going on my way to work. So I stopped at the traffic lights, and now the traffic is moving again because we've got the green light. So as you can see, the road is wet because it rained a little bit now in the morning. Not heavily, because over the last few days, it rained a lot this week, for 4 or 5 days. It rained almost every day, non-stop. But yesterday it finally the rain kind of came to a halt. It stopped raining, and then this morning we just got a little bit of a drizzle in the morning. That's why the road is a little bit wet. But as you can see, it's not raining heavily anymore. But one interesting thing about the rain here in Brazil, and let me back to me. Okay, so ahead of me, I have a big hole in the street, because what happens is this: the way our streets are paved. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know much about it, but I know that every now and then we hear stories of contractors. The government hire companies to do this kind of work, to pave the streets, for example, and a lot of times, there are corruption schemes in which owners of big companies, they're connected with politicians, so they bid for these contracts and then they get, but it's just a way for them to make money. And so the work's not usually properly done. And we learn that because, for example, all the streets that, so these ones that I'm driving on right now, so from home to work, all of them, without exception, they have been repaved in less than a year. And then 5 days of rain, that was all it took for potholes, to appear in the streets, in every single one of them. So which suggests that the work that they should do before they actually come with the tarmac, the pavement itself. So there's some groundwork that has to be done. They have to prepare the ground. They have to make sure that what is the word for that? I'm trying to use the word gutter, but it's not. Okay, I know now. Okay, so the place, the edge where the sidewalk and the street, the pavement on the street where they meet, we call that little edge there the curb. So anyway, so the curb is where the water is collected, and they have a kind of a drainage system. So when we have a lot of rain, the water has to be taken somewhere. So whenever they are paving the road, this is something that must be taken into consideration. In other words, where does the water go? Is the water being collected by the system? And I believe, once I heard an engineer talking about that, I believe that here in Brazil they have they do a very poor job with that. Let me see something with this. Yeah, look, for example, where this girl there, where she's about to cross the street over there. You see, she's just in front of the pedestrian crossing there, waiting for the traffic lights to go green for her so that she can cross the street. When we get a lot of rain, that place there floods with water. So in other words, the draining system there just doesn't work. And what is the problem with that? Well, so this friend of mine who used to be, or who still is an engineer, he told me that this water gets underground and it kind of finds its way into the ground surface under the tarmac and makes it very unstable. Because think about this: if the ground underneath the street, underneath the pavement, if it's very wet and it's very soft, it cannot sustain the weight of the cars. So that's why the tarmac breaks or cracks, and we get these huge potholes. And basically that's it. That's what happened. So I think it's very sad because it's really a waste of public money. Because, for example, let me show you this, which is really nice. Because look, I'm just going to turn this around a little bit. Oh, there it is. So you see, it looks beautiful. It's a brand new pavement. You know, they repaved this like 2 or 3 months ago, and it looks really nice. But it's very sad to see that it was done poorly. You know, they didn't do a good job, and all we need is a few days of rain, heavy rain like we had this week, for the potholes to start appearing. And then you realize, oh my God, they're gonna have to do it again, or oh my God, they're going to repair, like to cover up those holes. And I think that's terrible, you know, because I think it shouldn't be like that. I really shouldn't be like that. Because, I mean, we, the taxpayers, we're paying for this. They're not working for free. I mean, we're hiring a company to do a job. They should do it. They should do a good job right away, and not do it in a poor way so that we have to do it again. So anyway, like I said, I think it's a pity, because it's a waste of public money, really. Okay, and that's it. This is me. Just got to work, and that was our driving to work episode for today. So this is Uncut English. My name is Alfredo. See you in our next episode.